Hi all, welcome to the second video on post-tutorial recap after our 1 hour class. In this video, we'll be looking into one question that applies the concept of molarity, molality, percentage by mass, and as well as mole fraction. So let's dive into the question. So here we have this example whereby 10.5 molal of sodium hydroxide solution has got 1.33 gram per milliliter density. So the question is straightforward. It is asking you to calculate the mole fraction, okay, percentage by mass, as well as molarity of the solution. So let's look at it one by one. So first of all, when you read the question and you notice 10.5 molal, you must understand they are referring to molality. And what is molality? Molality is number of mole sodium hydroxide divided by the mass of solvent. Please remember the units as well. So now, let's start our working. So mole fraction, write the formula first. Mole fraction of sodium hydroxide, it's going to be number of moles of sodium hydroxide divided by the total number of moles. So what do we mean by total number of moles here? It's actually the number of mole of sodium hydroxide plus the number of mole of water, because total here refers to our solution. So what is solution made up of? Solution is made up of solute and solvent. Alright, so now let's find in the values for here. As we can see here, only the molality value is given to us, which is 10.5. So in order to solve this, we have to assume the mass of solvent to be 1 kg. Why did I choose 1 kg? Because according to the formula, the mass of solvent is the denominator. So if it's 1, it's very easy to do the calculation. So I would choose it as 1 kg, or in other words, 1000 gram. And automatically, the top number becomes 10.5, and that is the number of mole of sodium hydroxide. So there you have it, number of mole of sodium hydroxide. I have it over here. Now let's look at the number of mole of water. How did I get this value of 55.555? So how do we find number of moles? Number of moles, the easiest way is we do mass divided by molar mass. Since we have assumed the mass of solvent to be 1 kg, if you remember, just right before, we now can change it into 1000 grams and divide it by the molar mass of water, which will give me 55.5556. Make sure to maintain 4 decimal places before you finish the calculation. So now that I have entered all my values inside, the mole fraction for sodium hydroxide would be 0.159. So that is the first part of the question. Next, let's go on to percentage by mass of sodium hydroxide. So what will be the formula? So always remember to write the formula first. It is a guide for you to complete the question. So the formula of percentage by mass of sodium hydroxide will be mass of sodium hydroxide over mass of solution times by 100%. So how can I find the mass of sodium hydroxide? I have number of moles of sodium hydroxide from part A. So I'm just going to multiply it with the molar mass to give me the mass of sodium hydroxide. So mass of sodium hydroxide is on top, bottom would be mass of solution. How do we find mass of solution? We can add mass of solute plus mass of solvent. So solvent, water was 100 grams and solute was 420, and that would give us mass of solution. And the percentage by mass of sodium hydroxide in this solution is only 29.6%. All right, and the last question will be molarity of the solution. So again, when the question is asking you molarity, all you have to do is write the formula first, which would be number of mole of sodium hydroxide now divided by volume of solution. Okay, so if you read the question earlier, we have got density given to us and we have not used it, so that's the good time to use it. Mass of solution, density will be mass of solution divided by volume of solution. So mass of solution we have done before, it's just 420 plus 1000, density is 1.33, and the volume of solution would be 1067.67 milliliter. So when you have this, all you have to do is plug it into the formula. Number of mole sodium hydroxide is 10.5, and then volume of solution, since this is in ml or in cm cube, you have to convert it in dm cube, so multiply it with 10 to the power of negative 3. So final answer, you have it as 9.83 mole per dm cube, or you can also write it as 9.83 molar. All right, so that's all for this video.